I never understood how big of an impact experiences have on a person's life until I graduated high school. Today, I will be discussing the impact that my experiences have had to shape who I am today. My childhood was the foundation of the decisions that I would make later on in life, and was the foundation of the opinions that I would form today. Next, I will talk about how sports gave me the opportunity to experience a brotherhood that I have never had before. And lastly, I will talk about the most influential part of my life, Boy Scouts. To start off the introduction to who I am, I first have to talk about how I grew up. I was born and raised in Rockwall, Texas, and I have never moved houses. My dad traveled for work for the first 12 years of my life and lived in Seattle for work for 3 years. I would often go up there and visit him. I graduated from Rockwall High School in 2019, and I met lifelong friends who will always have my back and I will never forget. Now, I will move on to how sports had an impact on who I am. I have been involved in sports since I was 6 years old. Sports helped me work on my social skills because I would meet new people every year. I never understood the concept of brotherhood because I grew up as an only child. High school football allowed me to experience what it's like to have a group of people who would do anything for me at any time. I am lucky to have been a part of something that has had such a big impact on my life. Lastly, I will talk about the impact that Boy Scouts had on my life. In Boy Scouts, I learned life skills that I never would have without joining. On campouts, I learned how to navigate using a map and a compass, and it began to teach me how to cook. Some of my best experiences in my life have come from Boy Scouts. One of them being a 70-mile hike at Philmont in New Mexico. For 12 days, we had everything that we had to survive on our back, hiking for 70 miles. This made me realize how lucky I am to have everyday things in my house. To wrap up the experiences of my life, I talked about the impact on what these experiences had and who I am today. I talked about my childhood and how I was raised, and then I talked about how sports and Boy Scouts later changed my outlook on life and changed my opinion and how I looked at things. Thank you for listening to my experiences and how my life turned out and who I am today.